So that is our grid for SOAR Motorsports Amateur 600 Extreme. This is 8 rows of racers. If I look at it this way, we've got 22 registered for this class and heading into the dogleg turn. That is a hold my breath, hold my beer kind of moment, or hold my Red Bull. First race of Sunday of the second round of the SOAR series here at the Motorplex. Beautiful weather. We thought there might be a storm coming, but right now we're taking advantage of this beautiful sunny weather. A nice breeze, keep us cool. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, let's go racing! We're off and running. From the center of the front row, there's a little bit of jockeying in the back, but Joe Adams got a quick start, will launch us around the corner. And it may just be Adams in the lead. We'll know a little more when they come around. We're getting a call that Simon Olszewski may have jumped the start. The official call will come momentarily, but that means there will be a penalty for that one. Olszewski having a good run from the outside of the front row, and that is a choice position. A couple of our pole sitters have moved to that position, taking their option. Coming around the top, it is Trevor Dion. He holds the lead over Joe Adams. Not the first time I've said that. Nick Blanchak looks to be in third place. Is under challenge for third place. Now this is for the trophies. It is for, right now we don't have the trophy presentation, but top 3 is what people shoot for. That is on the podium. Dion not getting away from Joe Adams this time. Adams picking up his game. And it is Romantic Daly who's trying to chase down Nick Blanchak. He's on the 100 machine. He is followed around by the 13. 13 being Farouk Khan. Those two have had some, let's say, competition between the two of them. We know one or two of the stories. There's a little bit of a grudge match going between those two riders. Farouk Khan was numbered 101 a while back, but has chosen to ride the 13. Now Dion begins to assert himself, pulling away a little bit from Joe Adams. And at the same time, Blanchak has put a slightly bigger gap between himself and the 4th place rider, Romantic Daly. To be a little discussion building up back in 5th and 6th place, so we'll watch them as we see the leaders coming around. Long race and a large number of riders, but they're all choosing their dancing partners. And it is between Farouk Khan and Simon Olszewski. Olszewski will be penalized for that jump start. Already leaders coming around, even though we're using well, they call it the reverse circuit, but it's just another circuit here that's available at the Grand Bend Motorplex. I try not to look at it as a circuit we ride in 2 different directions because it's easier to understand if you don't try and bring knowledge over from the other circuits. Dion continues to accelerate into the lead. Joe Adams dropping back slightly, still strongly in second place. Nick Blanchak followed by Roman Daly. Headaways back, Simon Olszewski on the 444 has got around for Luke Kahn. Kahn on the 13. Then comes the 606 of Janice, the 600 of Edward McSherry, then the 227 of Chris Moser. Around the top of the racetrack comes our leader, Trevor Dion. Separated ahead of the midfield pack. No parties going on there. They're just out riding as hard as they can. We look back and just coming around the top of the racetrack is the first of the mid-pack. So still some competition, some dicing going on there. A little mistake made there. Chris had nowhere to go. He got hold of that bike. But that's why we keep you back from the track, particularly in this circuit. The rider's on his feet. He looks to be a little shaken up, but tag and run there. That just a racing incident, they like to call that. The rider has a little bit of a miscue and they tag up. Moser managed to keep the bike up. Our rider is up and looks to be okay, a little shaken. Glad to see he's on his feet. Decided to come into the pits, perhaps some damage on his bike, but he did manage to keep it upright, so it hasn't hit the ground. That could be from the collision. The halfway flags are up. Of course, this is a longer race, as being a final, but I will give you a heads up. Race number 2 coming up next will be Lost Era Lightweight and Battle of the Twins Heavyweight. Meanwhile, back on the racetrack, we'll have a look around the track, figure out what everybody's doing. Janice, I believe it is, on the 606. Dan Janice having a little dice of their own. Meanwhile, in the mix, I believe our leaders are starting to catch up to some of the slower riders. Dion has built a substantial gap. Joe Adams got held up slightly behind a slower rider, but has made the pass. Now he'll set off and try and catch up to the blue bike. Special kudos to our race crew. They got that incident cleared up and got the people out of the impact zone very, very quickly. Now Blanchak continuing to try and keep away, but the 100 is staying and keeping him within reach. Wants to come still in this one. It's not sold and packaged up for shipment yet. Janice now ahead of Luke Kahn. Dan Janice has made the pass. We've got some dust flying on the entrance to the carousel. And as suspected, we are going to a red flag situation. When a rider gets in the position where they have to be checked on and they're in an impact zone, we go to a red flag. And what that means is we stop every rider at the closest safe marshal spot. The rules being, if you see a red flag being waved and you can safely stop, you stop right there. If not, you stop at the next one, because we can't have the ambulance on the track if their bike's still moving.